Have you ever smoked a meatloaf? Well, we're going to do one, and I'm going to show you how to do it. Now, it's a 2-day process, and you say 2 days for meatloaf? Yeah, 2 days for meatloaf, but let me tell you, you'll thank me for it. So we're going to put it together, and I guess you're wondering, how in the world are you going to smoke that meatloaf? Well, we're going to put it together, then we're going to freeze it overnight. Then tomorrow, about an hour or so before I get ready to cook it, I'll pull it out and let it thaw just a little bit, and then we're going to put it on the smoker and smoke it up and have it for dinner tomorrow night. So anyway, there's a ton of different ways to make meatloaf. I like just a real simple meatloaf. I don't care for all the peppers and all that other kind of stuff in there, and I know, but hey, that's me. So I'm gonna show you how I do it, and you do you, and I'll do me. So anyway, here we go. So first thing I'm gonna do is I've got 2 pounds of 80/20. All right. Now, I'm gonna break it up a little bit. Now we're going to add some ingredients. We're going to add about a half a can of tomato sauce to it. I'm going to add a little bit of milk to it. I'm going to add 1 egg to it. I'm going to add some onion powder. I don't like onions. I don't like the texture of an onion, so we use onion powder. Now I'm also going to add a little bit of Kosmos Q SPG, which is salt, pepper, garlic, to it. I'm going to add about a handful of oats, and I'm going to do about a handful of saltines. And then we're going to get messy. Now you can't cook unless you're willing to get messy. To me, cooking ain't no fun. It's kind of like washing dishes. When I hand wash dishes, if I ain't got a shirt wet and water in the floor, then them dishes aren't clean. So now we're just going to incorporate all this together. Just keep blending it up. Now once I get this blended up the way I like it, I have a loaf pan that we're going to put this in. Now, a little tip that I picked up from Kosmos Q on doing this smoked meatloaf is whatever container, if you're using the disposable containers or whatever you're cooking this in, loaf pan wise or whatever, take you some saran wrap and put down, and then you're going to put this in the saran wrap. So when it freezes, it's sticking to the saran wrap and it's not sticking to the container. And it's going to be easy to remove. If you don't, you're going to wind up having to cook it inside the container. All right. So I have my container with the saran wrap. This is mixed to the consistency that I like. So the next thing I'm going to do, we're just going to fill this pan up. Now, I'm just shaping it. All right. Over in the sink. Now we're just going to cover it. All right. That's it for this part. Now, tomorrow, when we take this out of the freezer, I'm going to show you how to finish this up before you put it on the smoker. So, through the magic of TV, it'll only be just a second, and we'll be ready to do this tomorrow. Hang on with me. Be right back. All right, so we're back to finish up this meatloaf, smoked meatloaf. Recap from yesterday, we mixed the meatloaf up, took some saran wrap, put it in this loaf pan, packed our hamburger meat into it, and then we put it in the freezer, let it freeze overnight. I've had it setting out now for a couple of hours, and it's still, the center is still hard, but you can see it just come right out. All right, so go ahead and put some gloves on here. So now we're going to take it out of the saran wrap. You can see the edges are a little soft. That's what I want. The center is still hard. To the trash. Now, give the mustard a shake. We're going to coat it with some mustard. Going to be our binder. You don't have to get crazy with it. some on the sides. All right, so that's that. Now, I'm going to use some Kosmos Q Dirty Bird Hot. I'll give it a dusting. Do both sides. All right, we are going to get the grill fired up. I'll put it on the Masterbuilt 1050. I'm going to put a chunk of pecan wood into the firebox with this. We're going to cook it about 275, 280, and I'm looking for an internal temperature of 165. So hang on, we'll get it on the grill. All right. I just put her on, so she's cooking at 275. I want an internal temperature about 165, so we'll be back. All right, here's the finished product. One smoked meatloaf. Used OPX1 Kosmos Q's top secret sauce to cover it. Cooked to an internal temperature of 165. So we're going to sit down and have some mashed potatoes, black eyed peas, and homemade yeast rolls with it. Wish I was here to taste it.